All right, let's talk about the cloud. It's a term we hear literally every single day. We use it to save our photos, we stream our movies from it, whole companies are built on it. But let's be honest, if someone asked you to explain what the cloud actually is, could you do it? It's one of those things that's everywhere, but the definition can feel, well, a little hazy. Today, we're going to clear that up. So this is the million-dollar question, right? Is it floating up in the atmosphere? Is it some single giant supercomputer hidden in a bunker somewhere? Well, the truth is actually way simpler, and at the same time, a whole lot more interesting. See, the cloud isn't one place at all. Okay, so here's the big idea. Cloud computing isn't a thing or a place, it's a service. Instead of you owning a big, clunky server in your office, you're essentially renting computing power and storage from a company that manages a massive global network of servers. The best analogy? It's like ditching your giant DVD collection for a Netflix subscription. You get all the movies you want, whenever you want them, and you don't have to own a single physical disc. Right, so we know it's a service, but what's in the service? What are we actually getting when we use the cloud? Let's pop the hood and look at the four main components that make this whole thing tick. First up, you've got compute power. This is the engine, the brains of the whole operation. It's the raw processing power that lets you run an application without ever buying a physical computer to host it. You're using what they call virtual machines. And the amazing part? If you need more horsepower for a big project, boom, you just click a button and you've got it. That right there is the magic of cloud compute. Next is storage. You can think of this as the cloud's bottomless filing cabinet. It's where your photos, your work documents, your company's data, all of it lives. And it's not just that it's huge, it's also incredibly secure and accessible from any device anywhere in the world. No more worrying about losing that one critical hard drive. Then you have databases. Now, if storage is the filing cabinet, databases are the genius librarian who knows exactly where everything is. They don't just store information, they organize it, so it can be found and used in a split second. This is what allows an e-commerce site to pull up the exact product you're looking for out of millions of items, just like that. And finally, number 4 is networking. This is the invisible superhighway that ties everything together. It's the plumbing, the wiring. It's what allows the compute, the storage, and the databases to all talk to each other, and more importantly, to talk to you securely and almost instantly. It's the glue that makes the whole system feel so seamless. So there you have it. Compute, storage, databases, and networking. That's the technical what. But honestly, the why is where the story gets really exciting. Why did this model totally upend the entire tech world and change the way we build things? Oh man, in the old days of traditional IT, you basically had to be a fortune teller. You had to guess how many servers you'd need, spend a ton of money buying them up front, and then pay a team of people just to keep the lights on. If you guessed wrong and got a huge surge of traffic, your site crashed. The cloud just throws that entire rulebook out the window. That massive upfront cost is gone, replaced by a simple pay-as-you-go model. You can scale up or down in minutes, and you don't have to fix a single broken server yourself. And this new way of doing things brings some incredible advantages. Of course, there's the cost efficiency. It's just way cheaper. But it's also about global access, letting teams collaborate from opposite ends of the planet. You also get world-class security and disaster recovery built right in. And maybe most important of all, it lets you move fast. You can build, test, and launch new ideas at a speed that was unimaginable before. But here's the real kicker. The cloud isn't just about doing the old stuff better or cheaper. The true revolution is that the cloud unlocked the ability to do entirely new things that were pretty much impossible for anyone who wasn't a mega tech corporation. I mean, just think about the biggest, most futuristic tech trends out there right now. The Internet of Things, with billions of devices constantly sending data. Artificial intelligence, which needs an absolutely insane amount of processing power. Big data analytics, which has to make sense of information on a planetary scale. None of these are possible, at least not at the scale we see them today, without the cloud. It is the silent, powerful engine humming in the background of modern life. So if the cloud is already the foundation of our present, what's next? Where is this all headed? Because I can promise you, this evolution is not slowing down. It's actually speeding up. You know, it's been a pretty wild journey. We started with every company having its own private data center in the basement. Then came the era of these giant public cloud providers. And where we are now, the The smartest companies are using flexible hybrid and multi-cloud strategies. Basically, they mix and match different cloud services to get the exact right tool for the job. It's all about choice and flexibility. And if you look just a little further down the road, the ideas get even crazier. We're talking about things like edge computing, which brings processing power closer to things like self-driving cars for zero lag time, or serverless architectures, where developers don't even have to think about servers anymore. And then there's the really mind-bending stuff, like quantum computing, which could one day use the cloud to solve problems we currently think are impossible. When you really step back and look at the whole picture, you realize this was never just a simple tech upgrade. It's exactly what this quote says. It's a fundamental paradigm change that is reshaping industries. It's not just changing technology. It's changing business, it's changing how we work, and it's changing how we innovate. So it all comes down to this. The cloud has already transformed our world in ways we barely even notice anymore, but its story is far from over. As it gets smarter, faster, and more woven into the fabric of our lives, the real question isn't if it's going to change your world, it's how. What new doors will it open for you, for your career, or for that next great idea you have? Now that's something we're thinking about.